Yo, what's up everyone? It's your Byte Secure Name here. And let's talk about something seriously important today. Your digital life. I'm talking about your personal data, the stuff hackers drool over. You might think, my data is safe, I'm not that interesting. But here's the thing, you don't have to be a celebrity or a CEO to be a target. So, how do you know if you've been compromised? And more importantly, what the heck can you do about it? Stick around because in this video, we're diving deep into the world of data breaches, the dark web, and how to protect your digital butt. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about this whole dark web thing. Imagine the internet like an iceberg. The part you use every day. Google, YouTube, Reddit, that's the tip. The dark web is like the massive, hidden part of the iceberg below the water. It's a network of websites that are intentionally hidden from search engines and require special software to access. To get onto the dark web, you need a special browser, and the most popular one is called Tor, which stands for the Onion Router. Now the dark web isn't just for criminals, it's also used by journalists, activists, and whistleblowers who need to share information anonymously. But the dark web has also become a haven for illegal activities because of its anonymity. Think of it like a digital black market where cybercriminals buy, sell, and trade all sorts of shady stuff. Stolen data, malware, drugs, weapons, you name it. And the scary part is, you might not even know your data has been compromised until it's too late. So, how does your data end up on the dark web in the first place? It's a question that many people have, and the answer is both simple and complex. It's not always some super sophisticated hacker breaking into a company's servers. Sometimes it's much more mundane. One of the most common ways is through data breaches. These breaches can expose millions of user accounts in one go. You know when you hear on the news that some big company got hacked and millions of user accounts were compromised? It's a scenario that's becoming all too familiar. Yeah, that's a data breach. And it's not just the big companies that are at risk. These can happen for a lot of reasons. Weak security practices, software vulnerabilities, even good old-fashioned human error. Sometimes it's as simple as someone using password 123 as their password. And the worst part is, these breaches are happening all the time. It's not a matter of if, but when. Just look at some of the biggest breaches in recent years. Yahoo, Equifax, LinkedIn, Facebook. These incidents have affected billions of users worldwide. Another way your data can get leaked is through phishing scams. These scams are becoming increasingly sophisticated. You know those emails or text messages that look like they're from your bank or some other legit company, asking you to click on a link and update your account info. They often look very convincing. Yeah, those are phishing scams. And then there's malware. This is a broad term that covers any type of malicious software designed to harm your device or steal your data. This is basically any type of malicious software that can infect your computer or phone and steal your data. Malware can come in many forms, including viruses, trojans, and ransomware. You might get infected by clicking on a dodgy link, downloading an infected file, or even just visiting a compromised website. Sometimes all it takes is one wrong click. And once your device is infected, it's game over. Your personal information, financial data, and even your identity can be at risk. But that doesn't mean you should just throw your hands up in defeat. There are steps you can take to protect yourself and your data. There are things you can do to protect yourself, but we'll get to that in a bit. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into how you can safeguard your digital life. Chapter 3. Checking if your data is leaked. Alright, so by now you're probably wondering, has my data already been leaked? It's a valid concern in today's digital age where data breaches seem to be happening more frequently than ever. And the answer is, maybe. It's hard to say for sure without checking, but don't freak out just yet. There's an easy way to find out. You don't need to be a tech wizard to do this. There's this website called Have I Been Pwned? Yeah, PLUNed, like in gamer slang. And it's basically a giant database of leaked usernames and passwords from all the major data breaches. It's a treasure trove of information for anyone wanting to check their data security. All you have to do is go to the website, enter your email address or username, and it'll tell you if your information has been compromised in any known breaches. It's a simple, quick, and effective way to get peace of mind. It's like a free credit report, but for your online accounts. Just as you would regularly check your credit report for any discrepancies, you should also check if your online credentials have been exposed. And honestly, it's something everyone should do, like right now. The sooner you know, the sooner you can take action. Seriously, I'll wait. Go check it out. It's that important. Back? Okay, so what did you find? Nothing? Great. That means your data hasn't been compromised in any known breaches. That means you're in the clear, for now. But don't get too comfortable. Remember, new breaches are happening all the time, so it's a good idea to check back regularly. Set a reminder to do this every few months. Now, if you did find your email or username on Have I Been Pwned, don't panic. It's not the end of the world. The first thing you need to do is change your passwords. This is crucial to securing your accounts. And I don't mean just changing it to password 123 or something equally dumb. Weak passwords are an open invitation for hackers. I'm talking about creating strong, unique passwords for each and every one of your accounts. Use a mix of letters, numbers, and special characters. And if you're having trouble remembering all those passwords, use a password manager. These tools can generate and store complex passwords for you, making your life a lot easier and your accounts much safer. Chapter 4. What hackers do with your data. Okay, so you might be thinking, what's the worst that could happen? So what if someone gets their hands on my email address and password? First off, there's identity theft. With enough personal information, a hacker can literally become you, opening credit cards in your name, taking out loans, even filing taxes, and cleaning up the mess afterwards. Oh boy, let me tell you, it's a nightmare. It can take months, even years to untangle the mess and restore your credit. And then there's financial fraud. I'm talking about draining your bank accounts, making unauthorized purchases with your credit cards, the works, and if you're thinking, my bank will reimburse me, think again. While most banks and credit card companies do offer some protection against fraudulent charges, it's not always guaranteed. And let's not forget about doxing. This is where a hacker publicly releases your personal information online, like your home address, phone number, or workplace, with the intention of harassing, intimidating, or even endangering you. So, yeah, data breaches are a big deal, and it's not something to be taken lightly. Chapter 5. How to protect yourself. Alright, so I've thrown a lot of scary stuff at you, but don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. The digital world can be a safe place if you take the right precautions. There are absolutely things you can do to protect yourself from data breaches and keep your personal information safe online. It's all about being proactive and staying informed. And the best part is, most of these tips are actually pretty simple. You don't need to be a tech wizard to implement them. First and foremost, use strong, unique passwords for all your online accounts. This is your first line of defense. Your password should be at least 12 characters long, with a mix of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Think of it as creating a puzzle that only you can solve. And for the love of all that is holy, don't use the same password for multiple accounts. It's like using the same key for your house, car, and office. If one account gets compromised, they all get compromised. It's a domino effect you definitely want to avoid. And if you're thinking, there's no way I can remember all those passwords, then use a password manager. It's like having a digital vault for all your keys. These are apps that can generate and store all your passwords securely. So you only need to remember one master password. It's a game changer for digital security. Next up, enable two-factor authentication or 2FA on all your accounts that support it. This adds an extra layer of security. I know it can be a bit of a pain, having to enter a code from your phone or email every time you log in, but trust me, it's worth it. It's like having a second lock on your door. It adds an extra layer of security that makes it way harder for hackers to access your accounts, even if they have your password. It's an extra hurdle for them to jump over. Be wary of phishing scams. These are one of the most common ways hackers try to steal your information. These are emails or text messages that look like they're from a legitimate company, but they're actually designed to trick you into handing over your personal information. They can be very convincing. Be suspicious of any unsolicited emails or messages that ask you to click on a link or provide personal information. Always double-check the sender's details. If you're not sure if an email is legitimate, contact the company directly using the contact information on their official website. It's better to be safe than sorry. Keep your software up to date. This is crucial for maintaining security. Software updates often include security patches that fix vulnerabilities that hackers could exploit. It's like patching up holes in your defenses. Make sure you're running the latest versions of your operating system, web browser, and other software. This keeps you one step ahead of potential threats. And don't forget about your mobile devices. Keep those bad boys updated too. They're just as vulnerable as your computer. Be careful what you download. Not all apps and files are created equal. Only download apps from trusted sources like the official app stores. This reduces the risk of downloading malicious software. Be wary of downloading files from suspicious websites or email attachments from unknown senders. If it looks fishy, it probably is. Malware can be disguised as anything, so it's always better to be safe than sorry. A little caution goes a long way in protecting your digital life. So, how much of your data is out there? It's a question we should all be asking ourselves. The digital world can be a scary place, but it doesn't have to be. By taking some simple precautions and staying informed, you can protect yourself and your data from ending up as another statistic. Remember, knowledge is power. Check out Have I Been Pwned using the link in the description to see if your data has been compromised. And if you want to learn more about cybersecurity and how to stay safe online, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Check the link in the description and stay safe online. Like and subscribe for more cybersecurity insights. Turn on notifications to never miss a video.